Hello everyone, this is Jim Okrasinski with your week 4 lecture video. So I thought we would take a moment to review where we've been in the literacy narrative module. We've talked about the overview and the objectives of the unit. We've gone through our readings, whether it's love letters or the textbook, and we've looked at our targeted assessment, which is the literacy narrative essay. We've had really good discussions, not only about love letters, but topic developments and what would be a good topic. And one of the advantages to this semester is that we've taken some time to just to do a rhetorical analysis of the example essays in the textbook. So, as we're moving on to the drafting process, I did upload and publish the special edition video about using Drive and completing the peer review report and writing the peer reviews. So today, I would like to spend just a little bit of time in this lecture video talking about revision, the idea of the peer report and contributing to the revision and the peer reviews. Okay. Really, in a lot of ways, I think, as I say here, revision is misunderstood. It is not correcting grammar. It's not part of the peer review process. The idea of revision and through the peer review process is to look at those global issues to make sure that you're achieving the goal of your writing, the purpose of your writing. All right. So in fact, revision is just in the peer review process deals with the essay draft meeting the requirements of the assignment. So as you're looking at your writing, as you're reviewing others' writings, you want to take a look at the writing and did it achieve the intended purpose, right? Is it focused? Does it make sense? Does it have, say, one point? How is it organized? Okay, is it organized according to the goal of the assignment, chronological for a narrative as we get into our proposal? Is it going to be all about the problem solution format, right? So, is it achieving the purpose? Is it organized? And also, you want to take a really good look at how you accept feedback in revision. Right? We do this in a professional level. You'll do this in grad school when you get up to those levels. Is that as you move along in your education, you will interact with more and more thinkers about your writing. And the advantage here is for you to take what they might suggest in the way of feedback, agree, disagree, but do make some changes because oftentimes, okay, feedback helps all of our writing, and that is an art to and a skill to develop is how you accept feedback, how you can objectively look at what someone says about your writing. Oftentimes when we write, we have an emotional attachment to what we wrote and we want to defend it. It's like territorial. But when you advance as an academic and as a thinker, you look at it objectively instead of subjectively, and you'll be able to move forward. And the end will be you are going to become a better writer, right? So, in looking at the peer review report, this is where you get to remember you're trying out your draft on an audience. So you want to not only as you read others' drafts, but also you want to assume that everybody is that audience and you want their feedback. What do they think? Right? So the opportunity here is not to tear down or, dwell on weaknesses, but look at those global issues and how you want to have the class or have your audience for your draft look at your writing, right? So in your report, you want to write your journey. You want to highlight really the things that you are concerned on. And then you have to be specific in this. If you want help, you have to be specific in what you're asking for in the three things that you want input on. And I say stay away from local issues like grammar. And I can tell you about half of the essay of the peer reports is my will ask about is grammar. Grammar should not enter into this picture. We're far more worried about organization, saying one thing, being focused, explaining in detail. Grammar is really on that local issue, and that's that lower level of importance as far as I'm concerned, right? I want to know that you've got everything in the assignment. So, in writing the peer review, remember, read the report and pay close attention to the writer's remarks. What are they asking help with? What can you read in their writing about in the report about their first draft? What is it you can help and contribute to them in their way, because they're kind of like, bearing, being laid bare some of their insecurities about what it is they wrote. So how can you offer some positive feedback? It's important to, to make sure that you can address some of the writer's concerns, because that is the point behind the report, right? Can't control the peer review process. I can't control the quality of that peer review that everybody writes. But as you get into the reports and you write, be aware that I will assess this and I will look at what you complete and make sure that you address the writer's concerns in number one and number two on the peer report. Offer your suggestions to my prompts and questions. Make sure you have three really good constructive suggestions for each peer review. It is important. Remember, in order for you, if everybody thinks about giving good peer review, then you're going to get good peer review. All right. And be aware, everybody, that peer review is assessed. If you give me just short answers, that's really not a peer review, and adjustments are going to be made to points. Simple as that. How you engage with your peer reviews that you write about your classmates' drafts is important in the process, right? So the idea here is look at this, and this is one of the advantages to having it in a drive folder, because you can take your time, you can write your peer review, you can write your report, and that way you can work through it in a timely, more thorough method, is the way I would say would be really a thorough method, right? So I just want to highlight the revision and the peer report and the peer review process here. All the other videos this week, the screencast, the special edition, should fill in all of your other needs in this way of completing this week's essay assignment. Next week, we'll be starting in a new unit. So, to everybody, good luck. Stay safe out there.